In this video, I'll be talking about initialize variable and set variable control available within Power Automate. I'm in make.powerautomate.com website. So I'm gonna just click on under my flows, new flow, and click on instant cloud flow. And I'll just say this is variable example. So just to test, I'll use a manual trigger flow. And from here, if I click on plus and if I just type in variable, I should be able to see a whole bunch of actions that are available as a part of variable. So if you see this variable section, if I click on see more, you will see there is an option for initialize variable, set variable, increment variable, decrement variable, append to string variable, append to array variable. Now, I'm just going to cover a couple of things, set variable and initialize variable. I just want to show you what is the purpose of that. So basically, if you add a variable control, the first thing what you need to do is like you need to first initialize the variable. So when you say initialize the variable, here you can specify the variable name. You can have your own convention. I prefer typing, prefixing it with where and then the variable name. So take for example, where, and I'll just say employee name, let's assume. Okay, now the type employee name, usually we know it is string, so we just type employee name string and then the value as Girish. Okay, now you need not put a double quote because it is safely assumed that it is a string value. So let's test this. So if I click on save and test this, test manual, test run flow, you should be able to see the text value Girish as an output of this. So if you see here initialize variable, now there's no specific output because you're just initializing it. So if you see the show raw inputs, here you will see that the type is of string and the value is Girish, right? So that's about string. Now, if you want to use other data type, you can go ahead and select this as a Boolean. Now, Boolean, you will not be able to type in something unless you want to have some different value. But here you have an option to pick up. So Boolean can be false or true. And then you can select that value and then you can save your flow. So we have seen string, we have seen boolean, then we have integer. So in integer, you just type the number, so 12, the whole number, right? And you save the record. Now in integer, if you just type in 12.5, let's assume, okay? So Power Automate will not like it. It will automatically throw you an error. It says parameters error. Please enter a valid integer. So make sure that you put a valid number, valid whole number, which is of type integer. And as I typed in 1 2 3 4 5, and it has safely accepted it, right? 1 2 3 4 3 4. Similarly, for anything which is related to decimals, you need to use float. So I'll just put 12.54 and then I'll save the value, and this should be saved successfully. So that means if there are any decimal values, you can make use of float. Now, what in float, if I just type in 34, some whole numbers like an integer number, does it complain? I don't think so. So float can compose of integer and the floating point numbers as well. Okay, so that's what we have concluded. Now we have seen boolean, we have seen integer, we have seen float, we have seen string, and now we have something called as an array. Okay, so how do you write an array? Array is you put a square bracket, opening and close. Okay, so opening and close, and here you just put the value. So simple thing, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So this is how you set an array. I'll just save this and the flow should be saved successfully. So once it is saved, that means it has picked up the value correctly. Also, what we can do if we do not want numbers, if we want, say, name, so I can just say Ram, Ron, and Ray. So that means it's an array of strings. So earlier we saw array of numbers, now we have seen array of string. Okay, can we mix and match? Say if I have something called as 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and suddenly I have a string value, so ram, and I have some floating point value, or maybe I have some string again. Okay, click on save. Let me test this now. So I've just saved it, and once I test it, I should be able to see if the flow throws an error. Now it has run successfully. If I see the input, it will tell me that the variable name is var employee name, type is array, the value is a combination of integer, string, and the float value. So array can accept any value. You need not, it need not be of a specific type. So this is what we can conclude from the observation over here. Initialize variable. So initialize variable is just initializing the variable. Okay, it is you have a variable name and you're setting the type for that specific variable. What are the other options we have for variable? So here we have another option called a set variable. Okay, so let me pick up the set variable. Now before I go into the example, I'll just make some change. Initialize variable, I'll just say initialize variable of type string, and I can either put a value or maybe I don't put a value. So here I have an option, so I'll just put the value as Girish and I will save this. Set variable, once you see set variable, it will show you all the variable you have initialized in the project in this flow, where employee name, and then here you can either put the same value or you just change the value over here. So I'll just say put Novak. So I initialize the variable as a string variable as Girish, but then after one more action, I set the variable as Novak. So the end result, that particular where employee name will have the value as Novak. Now, if you want to test it, you can make use of a compose action. So compose action, here in compose action, I'll say, I just want to show the variable details. Okay, you let me know what is the variable value. Is it Girish or is it Novak? So if you test this manually, test, run the flow, you should be able to see that it goes through the iteration. First initializes the variable and says, okay, it's of type string. It will do some sort of an assignment. So if you want to see the assignment, yes, it is Girish, it is of type string. Go to set variable, then it says, okay, this is the output. So the now the where employee name has changed to Novak, and now if you see in the compose, you will see Novak as an output. So this is how you can basically initialize variable, set variable, set the compose to verify what's happening. Now, in my next video, I'm going to cover the purpose of set variable. Okay, when we do other operations for the increment or decrement actions. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.